So we're going to turn the grip round. So you've got this grip that you throw axes at your siblings with. And then you can have a nice wide base. Point your racket to the target, really nice and low. And the ball's going to be in the fingertips. Okay, we're going to give a good cold stare to the middle of the service box where we're aiming to. And then we rock back, lift our toes up on our front foot. And now as we bring our back foot in, we're going to go into the ball toss, find the trophy position, and then hit through our shot. That's it, yeah, that's the trophy position. So we've got that arm nice and straight. We're going to draw a straight line between our elbow and our shoulder. And then as we bring our elbow up, that racket's going to drop into that, what's known as the power position behind our head. So from there, just let it relax and drop. And as we turn our shoulders, that will whip up out of that position. Okay, make sure you're in the chopper grip. So you're going to go all the way back, and then we're going to go everything up and forwards together. And then you've got that little pause in the trophy position. That's it, try and do less with this motion here. Just start nice and low, because that's going to simplify it. And then all we have to do is go up with the ball toss. I find that if you start up here and you bounce the ball toss down and up, it allows for variable ball toss as it's bouncing. So ideally with the ball toss we want it to be as long as possible. So we start very low and let the ball leave your hand on its own. Don't flick it or throw it. And because it's such a long ball toss, you can build that acceleration up nice and slowly, and you'll get a very consistent height on the ball toss as a result. Imagine you're throwing this ball up a chimney, which is just over that white line. Great, that looks really good. So that's going into the net, which is fine, because there's one little thing that we need to put onto this serve, which is within the trophy position, we're going to have a knee bend with our hip forwards. Okay, and as we go to hit, then we can push up, and that's just going to give you that little bit of height that you need to take over the net now. Okay, your grip's changing. Keep your thumb down off the grip, and when you spread your hand out, so that's not spreading out, and that would be spreading out. So you've got a trigger finger at the top here. You'll see that it's quite low down on the grip as well. Now look at your grip, it's changed. Because as you're taking that racket back, you're changing the grip into something more comfortable. So keep a nice relaxed grip, but try not to change the grip as you take it back. If you throw it, you'd throw it with the frame first, right? Yeah, that's how we want to throw it. But obviously, if we're throwing it this way, it's going to hit the frame, which is no good. So as we come through, we're going to throw it slightly off to the right, and we're also going to turn our forearm towards the ball. Okay, see this motion? This is called pronation. And you're going to ever so slightly pronate your racket as you come through. Now look at my racket, off to the right and pronating through. And this is how we get that racket, the strings pointing the right direction using this grip. It's going to be there at contact, but it only gets there right at the end. You see it's pointing the wrong way, and then right at the end, bang, it turns. And this turning here gives me a lot of extra power, a little pop. Good, you're doing great.
The grip kind of feels weird.
Does it? It's going to feel really strange. Stick with it. Now the issue you've got is when you get back into the power position, this is the power position back here, your wrist is back because you're trying to push it with the strings. Now I want you to keep your wrist neutral there, so you're going to be coming through and then only turn it right at the last second. That was facing forwards. Okay, so go try and hit it with the frame. Oh, that's actually really difficult. Do you feel how that grazed the ball there? And that's the feeling. Okay. Now if you go forwards with your racket and graze the ball, it's going to go over there.
Yeah.
But if we go off to the right and graze the ball, it goes in. That's great. Look, it's going the right direction. Now we just need to get underneath it, push it up. Now, because you're coming round the side, maybe a little bit on top of it, it's going to be going down. So we want to try and get underneath it and then push the ball up.